Well, just wait until tomorrow night. Some parts of the country already experiencing Arctic-like conditions. Meteorologist Scott Roberts has been following this storm system as it sweeps the country. Joins us now. Scott, what does this all mean for us?
It means we're going to have several cold mornings once we get past tomorrow. Tonight's going to remain pretty mild, just like we are right now, mainly in the 40s and 50s in the southeast, but just off to the northwest at our front door, we have some below freezing temperatures, minus 15 right now in Fargo, North Dakota. When you factor in the wind, right now it feels like minus 31. Now, we're not going to get that cold, but some of that air is going to filter in our direction. And over the next couple mornings, we're going to see 30 degrees on Friday morning, Saturday morning, just 28 degrees. And Sunday and Monday, somewhat typical. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, we'll be back into those below freezing conditions once again, 24 degrees for Wednesday. But we have some time to fine tune that forecast as we get a little bit closer. But by Thursday evening, when you do factor in the winds for us by 11 o'clock at night, it's already going to feel like 27 degrees here in Dothan. Those temperatures and wind chills are only going to get colder than by the morning. We'll talk more about the timing of the storm system that's going to bring us some rain tonight and those colder temperatures in the full forecast coming up. Kevin?
All right, Will.
Now, your forecast with Storm Tracker Live.
Now, we're certainly not going to see any of the blizzard conditions in our neck of the woods, but we're going to see some very cold conditions, though. But ahead of that, we are tracking some showers for tonight, generally making their way from the southwest up to the northeast. So this is pretty light rain. We're not expecting any strong storms out of this at all, but we're going to have a lot of cloud cover in place, just like we've had most of the day. We can see that general movement of that rain throughout the evening and into the overnight. We'll continue to see that. But because of that cloud cover and that moisture, our temperatures aren't going to drop too much tonight. In fact, they're going to be pretty steady throughout the night as long as that rain is around. Right now, we're at 50 degrees. Temperature hasn't dropped much since the 6 o'clock hour. Dew point has been on the increase. Remember, that's the measure of how much moisture is in the atmosphere. That's on the same scale as temperature. And since that's pretty close, it's pretty humid out there. So in some places, when we do see the rain stop, we could see a little bit of fog develop in the overnight. But for the most part, we're just going to see those showers sticking around. And all of us are still in the 50s, except for the areas to the north down into the low or upper 40s rather, but temperatures for most of us aren't going to drop much at all. But as the rain does decrease tomorrow, that's going to give way to some very cold and blustery mornings, especially for Friday morning and then Saturday morning. And then going beyond that to middle part of next week, we'll have some very cold conditions as well. But we're going to have a mainly dry weekend with the exception of Sunday, where we could see a few pop-up showers along with the next cold front that's going to come through. And that's what's going to bring those colder temperatures then for next week once again. So we do have a lot of moisture streaming into the area. This patch of rain that's just south of Mobile, that biggest blob there, that's what's going to be coming over us in the overnight. And we could see anywhere between maybe a quarter and half an inch for most of us. Looks like we're not going to get in on the excessive rainfall amounts like we saw this past weekend. But as this next cold front does come through, that's going to help to nudge things out of the area. But generally ahead of that, by 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, generally the panhandle counties are going to see the heaviest rain, but steady rain to the north. And some of us even to the north, like say Pike County, might miss out on that rain in the morning. But then once that front does move through, we're going to have those clear skies, but the winds are going to shift out of the north, and that's going to be pretty strong, maybe 10, 15 miles an hour, if not even more with the gusts. But that's going to bring in a lot of cold air. We're going to even see some snow to the Smoky Mountain region, but we're not going to see any of that come in our direction, just that cold air. For tonight, we're going to see those temperatures stay pretty steady, maybe down to 47 degrees for our low temperature, the showers sticking around, and they're going to gradually clear out through the day tomorrow. We'll go with a 50% chance of rain in the first part of the day. We'll probably reach 57 degrees or so by the afternoon, but then drying out for Friday and Saturday. But those are going to be the coldest mornings of the 5-day forecast period. 30 for Friday, Saturday 28 degrees, but then Sunday and Monday, ahead of that next front, we're going to be pretty typical, but then next week it may be even colder in the mornings.